The Belleville Area District Library Board of Directors will please come to order and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good. I will ask our secretary, Joy Chehevitz, to do the roll call.
Fleming,
Here.
Smith,
Here.
Peters,
Here.
Priest, here, Sternmeyer, Chavez is here.
Okay, we have a quorum. And our next item is approval of our agenda. Our agenda is not overly complicated. Hopefully we'll move along quickly. But you look over the agenda and I will entertain a motion when you guys are ready.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
It has been moved by
I'll second that.
Chehevitz and supported by Priest that the agenda as presented is approved. Before we vote, is there any comment or concern? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. There are no nay votes and our agenda is approved. And then the approval of the January 13th minutes, the regular meeting minutes, which are in your packet and were distributed in advance. We will again entertain a motion to approve these minutes, should you all wish to do so.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
It has been moved by trustee Chehevitz and supported by trustee Jackson Smith that the minutes from the January 13th, 2026 meeting be approved. I don't see any comments or unreadiness, so all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. We are, our minutes are duly approved and we are at item 5 on our agenda. I note that we have 3 members of the public and I welcome all of you, all familiar faces. Again, the public comment is really the time when the 3 of you are free to talk as you want to, and then later in the meeting, it's just for the board members to talk. However, we're a little bit flexible on that, but still, if there's anything that you want to say, and we are good. Rosemary has her hand up.
Yeah. I was at the school board meeting last night and a mother came to complain about the ice demonstration that was going to go on at the school. The principal had sent home a note saying that the kids were going to leave the last hour Friday and stay on school property and they would protest us. And the mother was worried about it. And Pete Kudlak, superintendent, said that they had heard it was going to be the students were going to walk out of school and they were all going to march to the library. The whole Belleville High School population was going to march here. And so they thought that wouldn't be safe. So they met with them and got them to agree to stay on the school property in the last hour of the day and that. And so I told Pete, I said, I think the library is very grateful.
Yeah. And also High Street and all the other little streets that they use to get up here.
Voluntary? It's not the whole high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I was in
But
Texas
still-
and they had one down there.
There'll be a lot.
a lot of, is that this Friday?
Mhm.
This coming Friday?
It's coming.
Okay, well,
That's the plan. Now,
Uh-huh.
what the kids do
That's
I
right.
don't know.
Well, that is news you can use, and
They'll probably
we
have
will.
signs and just like a regular protest.
Yeah, on Fridays, we have a lot of kids in here often anyway,
Mhm.
especially depending on
Yeah,
what kind of
but it's
sport
game day.
they have.
Ice cream.
Well,
We will be prepared for.
we will.
Thank you for letting us know.
John or Tice, either of you have anything to chat about today?
My grandchildren in Plymouth, Canton walked out last week and they just walked around the school.
Uh-huh.
It was very cold, they said.
Yeah, yeah. Well, activism for young people is very important. It's important for
Yeah.
them to learn early what their options are. Well, good. I welcome all of you to be here with us, and again, I'm hoping this will be a quick meeting. That concludes public comments, I do believe. Our committee reports, we do have one report, I think, in committees. I don't think it's the building committee unless Joy has something to say. So there's no report there. The bylaws committee, we had a special bylaws committee to fill the vacancy. It's by the bylaws, we had to fill the vacancy right away. And I am going to call on Maria Jackson Smith to report out the results of that committee meeting.
Yes, so, I'll do the report and also, with your permission, into a motion.
We'll do the report and then we'll see if there's a motion. We'll see how the board
Okay.
receives the report.
Got it. Okay, so on Tuesday, the 27th of January at 1:30 here at the library, the board president, the director, and I met, because we have a vacancy to fill. There was a great deal of discussion about, what we need to do to fill the vacancy left by our late board member Alma Hughes Scruggs, and we all thought, it would be, well, I thought, speak for myself, that it would be a great idea to see if past board member John Jariga would be willing to fill that role for the completion of Alma's term, since her term would end at the end of the year. Board president agreed, and that's the decision that was made, and I now would like to bring that to the board to see if the board would be in agreement with that.
So basically, we need someone to fill Alma's position until the end of this year. The remainder of her term is 2 years, and that would have to go on the November ballot. So someone would run for that 2-year position. So that's.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
she was on my election cycle.
Right,
so-
right.
Yeah, the three
Which
of
was
us,
same,
three of us
yes.
together,
Yes,
right?
so,
I would want to add that we did look at we are gratified this year that we have people who are interested in this board, one of whom is here today. And we looked at, we really have some good quality folks. We'll see what they think when it comes to time for the election, but instead of us picking one over another,
Yes.
without much process, because we need to do this rapidly, we were gratified to learn that our former colleague and our forever friend, John Jariga, had expressed willingness to fill this vacancy, and we checked with him that day. So it was, and I also wanted, the other thing I wanted to add was that Linda Priest, member of that committee, had indicated to us that she couldn't be there that day. We filled her in on what was going on.
I appreciate that.
And she had no objections. So it is now for us to discuss as a full board and then decide what the board wants us to do.
I don't think it's a good idea because then what is Dan gonna do at the end of the?
At the end,
I would second that.
at the end of the
Dan has already gotten used to being the
Yes.
person
To
who
adjourn the meeting.
adjourns a meeting, and now they're gonna have to fight over.
Oh, John, he manages to- after he's prolonged the meeting with a few extra questions here, he manages to always remember to snap to it. So I'm gonna have fun watching him and Dan fight for it.
That arm wrestle. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that John's interested in filling the slot and.
I have a question, Mary Jo. Maybe you can answer it now, maybe you can't, but it's probably gonna come up, especially for the few people that are interested, that have expressed interest. What is the process for deciding who does a 2-year term on this ballot versus a 4-year term like that?
Yeah, that's an
Have
excellent
we ever
question.
been
So,
confronted with that?
I think so.
Well,
This situation
sort
is
of.
different
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
previous.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
don't
heard
think we
that, I've
have-
heard about that. This
Yeah.
is different.
So,
You know.
but yeah, we need to make sure that someone's running for everything, you know,
Yeah.
that there's someone willing to do a 2-year term. At least one person. More, I mean, obviously, you know, it's an election.
It'll be up to that
Up to, yeah.
individual
Yeah.
to decide whether they be willing.
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
it would be for the individuals that are,
And it would be on the
Involved.
ballot probably.
Yeah,
It would
there
say
will be-
2-year term.
There'll be a
Right.
2-year term on the
Mhm.
ballot, and then there will be four people up for the
4-year
4-year
term.
term. Yeah,
Got it.
the filing deadline is in July
yeah, it's the
sometime.
middle of July. I can't remember the exact date right off the top of my head, but there's some.
We
time.
did
Yeah.
indicate to all the people that have expressed interest that Mary Jo has always provided people who have expressed interest with the exact details of what the process is. And we plan this year to do that. And the people that have expressed interest have a few more months to think about if they really want to.
3.
Yeah.
If they really want to do this, and so, anyway, I think that Maria has accurately conveyed the recommendation of the special committee. And should the board feel that they want to move forward on that, it is appropriate that we have a motion. Is there any special language we have to use for this motion?
Just a motion to approve resolution number 2026-1.
Ugh.
So I make a motion to approve the resolution 397, or is that right? 397, oh, that one, 2026-1.
Oh, second.
Do I have to read it, or is it?
And actually, if you could indicate who you want to nominate to.
Okay, now therefore it be resolved that the Belleville Area District Library Board appoints John Jariga, a resident of the district, to the library board December 31st, 2026. Till December 31st.
Now I'll second it.
Okay.
It has been moved by Priest,
Mhm.
supported by Shehevitz, that, so, yeah, we got the motion.
It's a
And
board, roll call.
that, we need a roll call vote, I think.
Mhm.
Madam Chair, do I need
Yes,
to leave the room
no,
No.
you don't have
Do you,
in case someone wants to vote against me?
I was afraid if you left, you'd never come back.
Right.
should we ask for Felix?
Huh?
Ask for Felix.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do you, well, we haven't voted yet, but before we vote, will you accept, should
Point.
we approve this
Yes,
motion,
yes,
will
thank
you
you.
accept this?
He misses us.
All righty then, we are certainly doing everything right, aren't we? Even if I'm
Right.
fumbling through it in my usual way. So, we need a roll call vote, and for that, our secretary has to call everybody's name all over again.
Shahavet, yes. Fleming,
Yes.
Jackson Smith,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes,
Stoudemire, absent and excused.
You missed me.
Oh, Priest, sorry.
Yes. You knew my vote.
well, that's as unanimous as we can
Mhm.
get, so, we are pleased. John, if you wanna come and sit at the table, you can. The actual swearing in, as we understand it, we've always had the judge do that.
Yeah.
And the judge is, I've already spoken to the judge, we determined we didn't wanna do it right today, because what if people had objected and thrown you out? So she's coming next month,
Okay.
so if you wanna join us at the
Oh, yeah.
Where
table.
should I sit?
He's got it. He's
Gotta
got
be
one,
doing
babe.
something.
Did you take your thing home?
Do
Yeah, I
you?
think so.
Oh. Oh, you have it? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well, there you
Yeah,
go.
today.
Be the treasurer for a day.
So we, we, for the remainder of the meeting, John will act as a member. And then he'll be official next month. Is there anything else that we have to do for our bylaw?
I'm hoping to have the bylaws committee meet again soon. I did just get the template, the new bylaws template from the attorney. And she's got some suggestions for us, so it will
Okay.
be time to start looking at what she's proposing to us. So hopefully sometime between now and the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and so I think that takes care of the bylaws committee report, right, Linda and
Yes.
Maria?
Mhm.
So the next committee is the finance committee. Our treasurer is not here tonight, nor do we have any business before us that the treasurer would have to present, so we have no report there. Outreach committee, Maria?
No reports tonight.
Okay. Personnel committee, Linda,
No, no report tonight.
and policy committee, Dan.
No reports.
And then the art committee, as I understand it, there's no report on that either. I always say, go look at the art in our building. It's very good. Before we move off of committees, I wanted to talk to you about the committee assignments. I didn't make them because we hadn't officially put John on, and but I have suggestions, so I'll read through my suggestions. And then people can, if you want me to change or anything, let me know and we'll officially type it up for next. The building committee would remain as it was this year, and that's Joy Chehevitz, Chair, Linda Priest, and Dan Fleming. And John, Dan hasn't gotten much experience taking your place on the building committee because we don't meet. The bylaws committee, as we've said, is Linda Priest, Chair, and Maria Jackson Smith. The finance committee would remain Tanya Stoudemire and Joy Chehevitz. The outreach committee, we're suggesting a little bit of a change. Maria Jackson Smith and Joy Chehevitz. Should we get to the point of working on a strategic plan, it will be just lovely to have our own very own board member librarian on that committee. The personnel committee would remain Linda Priest and Tanya Stoudemire. They have quite a routine that they are very professional at in that. Policy committee would be Dan Fleming and John Jariga. That'll be fun. And then the art committee, I appointed John. In fact, John is being appointed in the areas where Alma Hughes Grubbs had recently served. So the art committee is another committee you would be on, John, if you approve.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody keep those in mind, and if all that sounds good, we'll just make it official and we'll.
So is Michelle still the
Yes.
Michelle is still the art committee chair.
chair? She's the secretary.
But, so it's Michelle Montour, who is a non-board member chair. And then our representatives are Maria Jackson Smith
Okay.
and John Jeriga.
Got it.
Thank you. I didn't read those all out properly, so that's how that would be. And I serve as an ex officio on all of those committees. And it used to mean I had to run around to a lot of meetings, but lately it hasn't been so many. Well, thank you,
Let's see, who's on outreach again?
Maria.
Joy and,
I used to be on
Oh, I see.
Maria.
right.
Okay,
That gives
Maria
Linda a little bit of a
chair.
break.
okay,
because
gotcha.
Linda has already 2 things she chaired. Okey dokey. Now, our business of accounts payable. Is that where we are, right?
Yep.
Okay, moving right along. Accounts payable, that's our main business item tonight, besides getting John back to the table. And John, we have a new format.
Yeah.
We got a new for,
Okay.
and it gives us more details.
And it looks like you sorted it differently. Am I wrong?
Well,
The Amazon stuff's together.
It looks in alphabetical order, no?
no,
Yeah, it does.
it's, well,
Let's look at it.
It looks different.
Coincidental,
it
is. It
It
kind of
does.
does.
It looks, there's only one check run on here, so that's why it maybe looks a little bit
Oh.
different.
Okay.
it's
I-
certainly shorter than
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
So next month will be a little bit longer. And I try to highlight all of the vendors and all of the check totals and
Mhm.
put that in bold type.
So there's a little bit more detail in these reports than what we used to have, but it gives us and
Is
it,
the the time slips creative storytelling on 120, that's a training workshop for story times?
That's a training workshop for, or materials for the memory cafe.
Oh,
The-
okay.
oh,
The
yeah,
grant, the grant that we
yeah.
received, yeah. Yeah, you will be seeing some expenditures like that, on here, that we've received the money from the grant and we're paying it into our regular categories, so,
That's a $10,000 grant.
yeah. Mhm.
Why is everything has the same date?
That was the check run, that was when we cut the checks, was on January 20th.
Everything was one.
Yeah, normally, normally we have 2 check runs a month. But I was out of town last week, so that kind of got cut off a little bit, yeah. So next month we'll probably have 2 or 3, so. Yeah,
Is it the history of the shipwreck program, is that what we pay to have
yeah.
that
Mhm.
person come in?
generally we do. Most of
Mhm.
our programs, we have a stipend that we pay for experts who come in. So is there a motion to accept this?
I make a motion to approve accounts payable.
It has been moved by
I'll second that.
Studemeyer and supported by Priest that our
Have it.
accounts payable as presented be approved. Any last minute questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed by saying nay. There are no dissenting votes, so we have taken care of accounts payable, which is our big heavy lift business, and now we're for the fun part, fun for us, maybe not for Mary Jo, but look at all this fun stuff she brought, so let's have our time from our director.
Well, we will talk about the salt first. We talked about it a little bit prior to the meeting. As many of you are probably aware, you've probably been reading the headlines, the salt of price has risen dramatically. I read somewhere that some of the mild winters contributed to this, that they started to just not produce as much salt because of that, and this year, we're really getting hammered for that prediction. We just actually did a check run today, and the fee for all of our shoveling and salting in January was over $6,000.
Oh.
Because we had that many different individual snow events where they had to come out. It was just
It was
a
a bad.
it's been a bad winter.
No.
Yeah. And with the price of salt and our salt company, he told us, he's been doing this for 19 years and this is the worst winter he's ever seen for salt and shovel, all of this, so.
Wow.
That's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? I mean, the mild winters have cost us more. for
I
salt.
know, it's like everybody, got used
Like,
to
just the opposite, right?
not having to, yeah.
And tomorrow, I mean, now we've got this melt, but tomorrow
Mhm.
morning we really have to watch out for ice,
Okay,
I guess.
Yeah.
Given that's
so it's been,
melting.
it's just been a bad winter, so. But they are very concerned about, the availability of salt. I know the city, I've seen notices from the city that they are
Right.
having issues too.
Yeah.
with
Just salt
not having
intersection.
Healthy intersection.
Right. So anyway, spring cannot come soon enough.
Yeah,
Um,
for many reasons.
yep. We are undergoing some adjustments in our youth and teen services department. Tara McCann is going to be stepping away from her duties as the department head. She's going to remain in that department as a youth and teen services librarian. We are promoting librarian Karen Dupke to that position. Right now, she's in a training phase for that, and we will finish that switch off effective March 9th. I wish both of them very well in this transition. Tara has told me that she's looking forward to making that change.
I've chatted with both of them and they both seem quite pleased. with the change.
So, it's a great department and they all share and interact very well. They work really well together, so.
Most of you probably
Yeah.
know Tara's been here a long time.
Mhm.
Karen, not quite as long, but boy, oh boy, is Karen fun. She's fun with these kids and I think it'll be great. She's young and got a lot of energy.
And that brings me to the show and tell portion of my program here,
Yeah.
my report. We have got, the Friends of the Library helped us pay for these. We have, baby kits that we are handing out to any family with a baby. So if they come to get a library card or they're at baby story time, and each kit has a little board book in it.
Great.
Various information about the library and library programs. And how to interact with your baby for reading and literacy and storytelling.
And that's stuff.
And stuffing, and miniature stuffing.
That's really nice.
So I will pass these around. You can go ahead and look at them.
Oh, what fun.
And
Oh, to be a baby again.
I'm very jealous that I did not have this as a child. We are checking out Tony's.
I bought one for my grandson for
Yeah,
Christmas.
all of your
You already
grandparents
did?
know about this already.
You put a little, a different figure and that figure tells the story. It's so cute.
It tells stories all its
See if I can make this work. Did someone turn this off on me? Sure, Grandpa, figure it out.
You might have to turn it up.
There, I just said,
Yeah.
okay.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. Illustrated by Lois Ehlert.
Karens are.
Narrated by Ray Charles.
And if you take it off, it will stop.
What is it called?
It's called a Tony.
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 And you can buy, there's all different
There's
kinds
all
of these.
different
that
stories.
tell different-
Oh,
Yeah.
Those different stories, yeah.
Represent a particular story.
This is
Yes.
this is a story. This is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
There's.
So we're
There.
putting a couple stories in each one. Yeah, and then
What company?
It's a little doggy.
And
You can buy it
I'll
on
meet you
Amazon.
Don't
Oh,
worry
it also
about
has songs.
this.
So.
mhm.
You can get headphones too. I got them headphones.
They have different voices. Each character has a different voice.
Talks, it doesn't, oh, okay.
Isn't that adorable?
Too big
Pretty
for
soon they're gonna
them.
have them for old people.
I would buy one.
Did I hear you say you were checking out?
Yes, these can be checked out.
What about?
part of
the
our
fig-
library of
what about
things.
The little figure.
The figures too, everything everything gets
Little
gets checked out in a kit.
But if I already have this.
Yeah.
I just want one of these. Can I do that?
Good
Good
question.
question. I'll have to, you
Because
might
you
be
buy
able
each
to,
of them
yeah.
Yeah, those things, each
They're
one of those
expensive.
figurines are about 50 bucks.
Really?
Yeah.
So-
You
They're-
can
Yeah,
get
just
cheaper.
tells
It
one
depends.
No, it'll tell a few stories and it'll sing some songs,
Mhm.
but the one that I really like is you can buy a figurine that's blank and you can put it on here and you can read your own story and it records it.
Which I'm gonna do.
And
That's
So you have to.
and so it has grandpa and grandma's voice. And so you can take that figurine and you can have that figurine record aunts and uncles,
Mhm.
siblings, grandparents.
Genius idea.
Any,
Mhm. I got it on Amazon. Oh, yes, absolutely.
yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get that
I'm gonna
figurine.
get that, definitely. He just got it, I just took it down there just this last week.
Yeah, we just.
That's why she drove all
That's
the
why I
way to
drove.
Texas.
Ah,
Wow.
So I had Karen hold this one back because all of the ones that we have put out to check out
Oh, yeah.
are checked out.
Those are so expensive.
Yeah.
How many of these do we have?
how much do the?
I would have to go and look.
It's expensive. Oh, I'll show you on Amazon.
That's unsolved. Nope.
It's much less than
Less
salt.
salt. Good, that's a
Good
good
answer.
This is
That was a
the-
good
For the little
interjection.
babies too,
Mhm.
up to 5 years old. I think it's 5.
That's really ingenious.
Mm.
And I'm so glad
is.
that our library is doing that.
Here it is.
Joe, I could see she had more than.
Oh, yeah, but it came with, it depends on what,
Okay.
yeah, like this is the one I got. And then, I got the headphones.
I'd love to be able to just get the
I
figurine.
gotta do the one where you can record though. I haven't done that yet.
So good things. Lots of good programs coming up. We've got an astronomy program at the branch at the Sumter Media Center. Which I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be February 26th. Hopefully it won't be too terribly cold and icy that night. Hopefully we've broken the back of winter a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think
So
it'll
be
be,
outside.
it's gonna be outside and it's gonna be
Okay.
really interesting. I've been told this is a perfect time of year to be looking up at the night sky, so.
Hmm.
If it happens to be about that weather, are you canceling?
If we have bad weather, we'll have we'll probably have a program indoors instead. We'll do something different. Yeah.
Does,
It still will go.
It's something will go on, yeah. Mhm. So, classic movie night is starting up again, so this Thursday. We've moved up the start time to 6 p.m. instead of 6:30, so we're gonna show, show a little bit longer movie. And again, hoping the weather gets the idea, we're showing Some Like It Hot, so. So our,
Clever.
for this series, we're featuring films that have been directed by Bill Wilder. Got African American genealogy program coming up February 21st. So I think that's gonna be,
wonderful.
heard really good things about her, so I think it's gonna be a really good program.
Rachel's really hoping that these words of the.
Oh, I'm gonna come, I think.
My daughter has a dance.
I wasn't gonna be, because I thought I was gonna be out of town, but
The genealogy one, they want us to come to
To me, I would love.
on Saturday.
February 21st at 2
they
p.m.
have,
Yep.
they have a different one, but similar, I don't know.
So this did not make your board pack, but I'm gonna pass this around. The library's doing a joint program with the Belleville Rotary Club. It's on community supported agriculture. Shane and Melanie Convery, who do the stand at the farmer's market, are doing a program on local community agriculture. And so that's going to take place Tuesday, February 24th at 6:30.
I can't go to it.
So really quickly, Nikki, would we be able to get them back another time, maybe later in the year?
I can definitely bring it up to Rachel.
Book to what,
The
genealogy
genealogy.
yeah, on a
Genealogy.
not on a Saturday.
Well, it's just during dance comp season. I wanna be there.
So, and I thank Maria and Sharon for being at the Friends of the Library annual meeting. John, you were there too, weren't you? Yeah, John was there. So they had a very, very nice meeting. Nikki did a really wonderful job. We did a little thank you video for the Friends and had and filmed.
It was cute.
Yeah, worked out really, really nice.
It
Filmed
was good.
various staff members thanking them and members of the public. So that worked out really well. And then towards the end of the meeting, we had John talk about our memory cafe, so, and describe, because the Friends have helped a lot with getting that going. I've got one
And I
more.
actually meant to wear my pen today.
Oh.
Completely forgot.
Oh.
I always forget
Weekend.
mine.
Oh.
I've got a program coming up March 11th that I'm gonna let Nikki tell you about.
Got another program coming up. I wanted to bring it up tonight because it's actually the day after board meetings in March. So I wanted to give you guys enough heads up. I did this program before at the museum, but in partner with the museum, we're doing Sincerely Yours again.
Oh.
It's where I go head first into the archive for a couple of days, find some really good letters, and then I read them out loud. And then I am adding, it was requested last time that put a little context, like historical context with each letter. So I'm gonna do that, and then at the end, I have all various writing materials and letters, inviting people to hang out for a minute and write their own letters. Be happy to mail them for them. But it's a good time because there's some surprising things in those letters. Some really good historical context that is right from the point of view of the person living in that time period. A lot of World War II stuff, a lot of soldier stuff. So yeah, I got that coming up. It's a good time, you know me.
Mhm.
You know, we always have a good time somehow.
Mhm.
So, right? And I got extra of those. Yeah,
Good.
I'm a little busy, so we are only doing one Nikki special a year.
Thank you.
Good. Oh, I could have taken one.
I like that they're postcard.
Mhm.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes.
very
That one,
cute.
Okay.
I'll get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we had enough. Very good, and our, well, it's been so cold. I
Cold,
guess
that's really
our
affected our
numbers are
stats,
down
yeah.
A little teeny bit,
Mhm.
but it's been too cold.
We had people come in just to warm up,
I'm sure we have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because I think I saw somebody the other day and I thought, what do these people do?
Mm.
in this terrible
Mm.
weather?
This is the white, oh,
Uh-huh. And sorry, I don't have any articles for you today. Next month I'll do what we can
well, you
find.
got so many fun playthings and
Yeah.
games. I think we'd rather toys than articles. Brings us back to our childhood.
We joked that we left me and Hillary in charge last week. And then I got sick halfway through the week.
Oh.
So, yeah, you have no. We're lucky to put forth kids.
Yeah, Mary Jo was away and we do, yeah, Hillary sent me a little text and said that Nikki and she was hoping that she could manage to do. You all managed, it's a nice pack. Good board pack, and I think we are to the time of our trustee comment. So who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go first. It's actually very quick. Mary Jo mentioned already, but I had a really good time at the annual Friends of BADL meeting.
Okay.
We got the cutest pin. I love the themes. So I attended the first one last year and it had the bridge. And then I came back this year and it was bees, right? I'm like, oh, so they have a theme for these. This is really cool. And I don't know if you got any. I got some honey. That honey is so good.
Oh, it
It
is.
is good.
Oh, that's some good honey. And then I learned a little bit about how it's best to eat local. Because it it, you know,
Helps
considers
you-
the environment, like the local environment.
Helps you
What's-
build your immune
Yeah.
system for that
Absolutely.
kind
I
of
tasted it, it's
thing.
so good. Really good.
And our little
Yes.
bee lady, our little our honey bear tells.
My bees did not make it through the winter.
That's very common though.
And,
Joy how?
oh, because before all this before the cold weather hit, when we had there was a couple 50, 60 degrees, they'd be out flying.
Mm.
They do a cleansing flight when the weather warms up in the middle of winter. There were no bees. I was pretty sure they weren't gonna
Like
make
the
it.
bears do, they come out of their den and go to the bathroom and then go back in.
I did not know that. That's exactly what they
Yeah.
do.
Do you know why they didn't? Is
Too
there a
old.
reason for that?
No, I don't know. I think that they did. One hive I knew was, queen was not a smart queen.
Oh.
That does happen.
She laid, the way she laid her eggs, I was like, this hive is never gonna make it. So then I transferred some of those bees into the other hive, but it was too late in the season. That hive was laying beautifully, but they just weren't moving fast.
Boy,
I had
Joy,
bees all over the yard. I got so many.
Joy knows so much about
I'm
these
gonna
bees.
try the regular traditional box hives. I have a different kind of hive system and I've never tried it. So I'm gonna try that.
Mhm.
Like we have it.
Like we have here.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me a bunch of them, so. I'm gonna try one more here.
Oh, in the spirit of thinking about spring, because with bees, I think of spring, I went to the gardening thing and I think you were there too. It was really, really good. I loved it. And it just got me thinking. Yeah, there were a lot of people. It was just like a real fun group. So I recommend, I think, is there another one coming up? Or did they already have
I
it?
think that there were two already, and I
Yeah.
think there's something else
Uh-huh.
coming up in April.
Yeah, because I
Mhm.
missed the second one because we were
Mhm.
gone, but
Although
really worth it. Planting your
yeah,
garden, it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
That was Michigan State, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
So,
I wanted to go to that.
Claire is at the desk tonight, so she's one of the ones that brings the seeds stuff, so.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested, you can ask Claire.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So, I mean, this should be a good program
Yeah,
for the
that
community
looks good.
garden program.
And that's the
Mhm.
farmers that are
Yeah.
in the, right out in the booth all the
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
But I buy a lot of stuff.
They'll have
from.
yeah.
They were at my church for Boy Scouts this past weekend. They're everywhere.
Mhm.
So
How was the
glad to see
shipwreck,
them.
event? Attendance, was it pretty good?
It was very well.
There were about 30 people there.
Yeah,
Was
it was
it?
very well
Good.
attended, yeah.
I really wanted to. That was one I really wanted to go to. What was that? Oh. Oh, it was a really cold night. Oh, gotcha.
It's the ice that gets me. I don't want to go out at night. It's so icy.
I'll say that I'm certainly missing Alma. I mean, with her smiling face, her nice spirit. It's certainly a downer not having her here, so.
It's a lovely service, though.
Yeah,
Really
another
was.
thing I missed.
It's very nice.
I'm glad that there were some people there that represented the library, that's for sure.
We did have a good group.
But on the other hand, thank
Yeah.
you, John, for stepping
No,
up and being here. I mean, that was,
Deja vu.
yeah, well, I'm glad you're here. So, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Any more board comments? My comment actually follows Dan's perfectly. We could have planned it. Because I wanted to say that, first of all, we still feel her absence. But Alma's service she was very well remembered. But our board, I'm so proud of our board. Several board members attended, as did several former board members, John Juriga and Mary Jane Dawson, who was chair of the board was on the board when Alma came on. And Alma did develop good, strong relationships with everybody. I was thinking tonight when we decided this, when I anticipated that we might decide about the filling of this vacancy, it's fitting because Alma was so fond of John, and just to have the camaraderie in this board has been very gratifying, and it was very gratifying to have the delegation we had at her services, and it was well attended. And Alma, the other thing I wanted to say is about our newspaper, and you didn't even tell us when we were all moping around last time. You didn't tell us you had Alma for the front page of the paper on the next day. But the way you remembered her in the paper was lovely.
And you gave copies to the family.
Yeah, we did. We took several.
Special.
We took several copies down to the family. I liked your little opinion, Karen, where you said Alma was such a sweet person, it's hard to think of her as a cop.
Yeah.
But at her service, you'd think of her as a cop because the police did the whatever,
Very impressive.
the
Color guard.
The color guard,
did
plate
this and
taps.
that,
Yeah.
you know, and there was somebody spoke who knew Alma through her career, and
See her here reading, though, she was, what is the title, polygraph?
Polygraph.
Polygraph, so, yeah.
Ours was a Detroit cop, and then she went into polygraph.
Well, she learned polygraph as a
cop,
police,
yeah.
and then she went into doing it as a private venture.
She was at one of those little stations, she said. You know, they
Uh-huh.
had the corner ones,
Hmm.
some.
Oh,
and then she-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So it was very good that we could remember her, but it was very good. We represented quite well for
Uh-huh.
Belleville. We all went into the big city. But we showed her that in Belleville, Alma is front page news, and I showed them. So,
I really liked her pastor. He very well spoken.
well, that pastor was the one who ran for mayor.
Wow, he was
At
amazing.
Kinloch. He's it's a big mega church, and there's all these different churches but he came to her service and spoke. It was well done. So that was the main thing. My comments are still remembering Alma and right on the back of Dan's. So now you all can fight. Well, we'll wait till.
I've not been sworn in.
We'll wait till.
I'm chomping at the bit though.
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. How'd I do, John?
That's good.
Okay.
I'll second them.
And it's seconded, it's moved and seconded and agreed to all around. Yeah, I like doing that bang, bang.
Made me
I-
Jill.